Hello everyone and welcome this evening. Tonight we're going to be doing a French white. We're doing a Sancerre La Petite 2018 Sidlax. Now, Sidlax, the word Sidlax means flint. It's a type of soil in the ground. In this region you have three types of soil. This is the left bank. There's a left bank and the right bank of the Loire River. And this town is situated on a hilltop, which makes for 600 to 800 foot drop offs. It's a rolling steep hills at times, and which gives it the different soils. Gives it some of the wines a more. This one would be a more mineral taste normally on the flints than the limestone or the clay, and it's usually the better of the. Because these wines will be, you can sit this wine 10, 15 15 years you could put this one aside, where you wouldn't do that with a Sauvignon Blanc. This is a Sauvignon Blanc grape, okay? This sells for like $20 a bottle. These wines can go from $10 to $60. This is it's a nice wine. I've had it before. It's clean. It's a clean, crisp type. Now, when you look at it's interesting because when you look at France and you see, okay, this side of the river is the right side, the right bank is all mostly reds and Pinots, and then the left side, which used to be a lot of some of your better Bordeaux's are further down, 60 miles down the river, but this Sancerre really got popular in the 80s, and before that, in about the 1950s, they started planting more of this grape, the white grape. And there's two grapes there. They have the Pouilly-Fumé, which the French drink. See, they don't drink a Pouilly-Fumé. That's just made for the Americans and for people. Oh, give me Pouilly-Fumé back in the 50s and 60s. Well, they drank the Pouilly-Fumé. It's more of a table wine. It's half the price. The other one was a marketing ploy. Now, this wine, okay, this is a hand-picked grape because of the steepness in the hills. They hand-pick all the grapes. Plus, that region's very aristocratic when it comes to the way they make their wines. They're very deep tradition and stuff. But when you do see hilly regions, it's like in the Chianti region, like we talk about the Black Rooster. That's why they wanted to maintain that when they built the Chianti region larger, because of the original Chiantis were all made in the steepness of the hills, so the water runs through and runs off, especially if you have like clay, because then the water doesn't, clay holds water and saturates the vines. Now, France is noted for the short seasons and hot and short summers. Now, that's why you'll see their biggest problem is if they get frost, because they have cold winters. So if you get an early frost, that's one of the things they got to work around. But this wine is one of the Sancerre is noted now for the town for this white. Okay, this is a temperature controlled wine. Okay, it's put in. They put in vats. It's only 5 months. Stainless steel vats, which is amazing because it sits for a long time. You can have this wine 10, 15 years, where you couldn't do that with a Sauvignon Blanc. It's still a Sauvignon Blanc grape, but being grown from that soil and from those 30-year-old vines, it's got enough tannin and acidity in it. The acidity lets it go longer. Okay. Now the upper Loire Valley is where the Fumé and the Sancerre are done. Now, what's funny, interesting. You look at a small region and you'll say to yourself, how can it be, 10, 20 miles down the road, it's the difference in the grape. Well, in Long Island, okay, when it comes to corn, you got the ocean breezes on the South Fork. The corn in the South Fork, even the farmers that sell corn at farm stands in June and early July, they buy their corn from Riverhead because their corn really isn't sweet and full grown until late July and into August and September. Now, Riverhead will buy corn from the South Fork. The farmers will do swaps. You give me corn in the spring, I'll give you corn in the hot summer. Because the difference, one is off the sound, which doesn't have the ocean breezes. So as a bird flies, you're talking, what, 15, 20 miles? But that's the whole difference. The difference is ocean breezes, the corn. So it's the same thing when it comes to a grape. It's the sweetness and the way it holds. And now this is a pale yellow. Okay, that's what you're going to have with a Sancerre. And this wine is a step above. People say, why would you spend that for this, 20 or 30, 25, 18, 17, when you could buy the Sauvignon Blancs? Because this is more complex. You could sit it down. You could do things with it. And because once you get into the Pouilly-Fumé, once you get into the high white Burgundies, then it's a world of its own. You do a La Montrachet or a La Guiche, or you do some of those wines. They're just fabulous, fabulous. And the designation between left and right bank, it really started in 1855 with the higher growths. The first growths we were talking about, the premiers. The only one that's really done on the right bank that's not a premier, I think, is the Aubryon. Now this is floral, okay? And it's not as, it has a regular Sauvignon Blancs, the two we had, were more, let's say, fruity. This is a tighter wine. The others were more big and open fruits. This is, so you can pick up a little smoke in this. See, because that's from the flint. They say it's almost like a gunpowder smell, but it's not gunpowder, but it's you can pick it up. You can pick up an earthy tone. Well, you're not going to pick that up in the Blancs because this is more concentrated. Even though it's 5 months, the soil's everything. The soil, the runoff. And this, it's crisp. This is a very crisp wake-up wine. Now, like the Riesling the other day, that's refreshing, but more rambling for definition. Where this is tight and crisp, but it's it's twice the price, not more. And this is more for this is a good food wine. This is white with white. So usually you see white with chicken, works with pork, and reds work with darker red meats. It's just easy to remember that way, but that's pretty much how it is. This is great for seafood. You could pair this with you could pair this with you could even do a sole with this. You could do a shellfish with this. You could do crab. You could do you could do a halibut. This is a very nice, has a lot of things working in it. Cheeses, you would do the Brie. This is a great salad wine. You do a salad, asparagus, mushrooms, roasted vegetables, or just a big crispy salad. This has this, you can smell it's almost like a grapefruity, but not as pop and grapefruit as a Sauvignon Blanc. It's clean though. It's clean, it's crisp, and right to the... Goat cheese go with this, Brie goes with this. Yeah, this is very, it's, when you taste it, then you realize why the cost of it is more than a Sauvignon Blanc, but it's full body. See, this is a full body wine, where the Sauvignon Blanc's not as full body. This has high acidity. That's why I mean this would cut great with cheese. This cuts. This works. This is a nice wine, nice and clean. Let's pour a little more here. Do another little one. Get a starter kit here. You know, nothing wrong with a starter kit. So, listen. I wish everybody the best, and like I say, let's pray for those on the front line, those that are giving it all, and getting dressed and going in there and walking through those hospital doors, from the nurses, the doctors, the orderlies, the staff, the support staff, the cafeteria staff, the people who are delivering foods, the people working in nursing homes. These people working in nursing homes, I mean, it's not good. You know, it's just hard. So we go out to those, you know, and salute, and God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Now, if somebody was coming up at a restaurant, tonight we have for you a Sancerre, a Sancerre, le petite. This will go good with the fish. Oh, that's Italian, not a French one. Okay. Bon appetit. I'll see you. Take care.